Benene for scale. Wow, I sound weird with these headphones on. Bone conduction is a thing. Good morning, I just edited another video. This is becoming a habit, having breakfast and then editing a video. Before I start off with my day properly, this is another part of that 15-ish minute series of videos that I'm doing. And this is a video I recorded a month or two ago. I'm not exactly sure. I think January it was. Of me testing audio. It's a very random assortment of audio, and this is another part in the series. Enjoy, and enjoy your Friday. Well, it's almost over for most of you, but still, enjoy what's left of your Friday. I just found what those Samsung speakers were a part of. This very much more muted looking stereo. This one's actually kind of stylish, unless this glows up bright pink. No, it doesn't, it's green. Hello, it says. Hello. Oh, this is a rotary encoder, so of course it is messy, but it's going to figure itself out eventually. Just keep going up and it will eventually go 8, 7, 8, 8, 10, 14, 16. Here we go. And you're figuring it out. Let's go to my, well, the only radio channel that's not completely shit. Classique 21. Classic 21. It's Brussels based, I think. It's French language. It's not a very fast tune of this. It stops at every... Wow, is that the first thing you found? That's worrying. Well, we need 95.6, please. That's not the best thing I've heard on that channel. I'm sorry for that. Okay. I love the VUs here. It's got little VU meters for the music that also do the volume. They are actually pretty good. They are not too messy. We got a double tape deck. Comes with a free tape. I feel like this one may work actually. Just a gut feeling. It winds. Okay, so does CD player work? Does not come with a free CD, but does it play? I mean, it's very dirty. I can imagine it doesn't want to read. Reading? No disc. No, that was to be expected, but I do feel like a clean should actually help. But considering the amount of dust, I wouldn't even be surprised if just blowing dust, dust technically as well, yeah, blowing air into it, and maybe giving it a disc that's a bit less beat up should maybe help. Let's see. No. Okay, hopefully a clean will fix that. That would be nice. I may give that a shot in a bit, but let's... does it have an auxiliary input? It does. Doesn't sound bad either. You've got your presets. Pop, rock, jazz. Pop sounds fast. There we go. It's a nice thing to work with. Badly. I don't think it's made for chrome tapes. I think it only likes ferric tapes. Just gonna get a ferric tape then. Does it rewind? Yeah, it sort of does. Just enough to get there. Yeah. All things considered, and the dustiness, it actually performs pretty well. Oh. Hey, it's awake. Now we need to dub, obviously, if I can get this one to play. Dubbing. Eventually. This is not the most efficient way. Oh, it's trying though. Is it me or did it somehow mess up its own speed? Okay, it definitely needs love, but it's got pretty much everything going. So I may actually give this one a clean and some belts if it's not too hard to work on. If the CD player works. So let me open it up. Yep, there you go, lid off. Yeah, I'm not surprised that doesn't read. Look at how dusty it is. Can you see? There's a layer of dust everywhere. Actually, it looks pretty well built. How hard is it to get to the cassette belts? Very easy. It's I don't know what kind of mechanism this is. I think Samsung maybe has their own. God, it's dusty. This does need a good clean though eventually, but let's see if it reads discs. Can you do this? Oh, that's not a good sign. It's not spinning. Aww. Yeah, I can hear the laser search and then nothing. Oh, that's actually a pity considering how well it works otherwise. These Technics, let me put it down a bit. Linear tracking record players are more often broken than not. It's the Technics SLJ2. Comes with a stylus, which is good because I didn't have that one. And it can actually track search. So let me get a record. Size, auto, sensor, medium, speed 33. Yeah, auto sensor for the track selecting. Does it power on? It does nothing. It helps when you plug it in though. That really does the trick very often. It runs. Hey, are you seriously? Are you serious right now? We got a buzz because we have no ground. No worries about that one. What? Queuing. Using's a bit off. Sounds good. Can you find the next track for me? No, it cannot. Probably because the belt of the... Yeah, probably because the belt that controls the arm is slipping. Not the biggest issue, actually. And this is actually working, by the way, in case you wonder. Just enough momentum to get to the next track. And down. That's all that's wrong with it. It needs a belt for the arm. Because it has a linear tracking arm. As you can see, you can search tracks. But of course, it's not working now. Linear tracking arm, and there's a little belt moving this arm over its thing. Many little grease as well, but this should be fixable. Where's my lamp? Here it is. It's actually more like a rope. That's not a belt. You hear that? Okay, that may be a bit trickier than I thought, but it does seem to be worth fixing. So, it's a little Sanyo record player, and I would like to say it's one of those OEMs, but this one's a bit different. I haven't actually seen exactly this arm and control layout yet. Why do you not go on? Ah, stylus protector. Not really where it should be. Anyway, this is probably going to work. Of course, it's going to return first. Very noisy motor, as they do. But that's probably all. Let's see if I'm right. I'm probably right. And reject. Yep. Not a bad machine. Sounds good, except for... Do you hear that? I wonder if it's supposed to be this noisy. I'm gonna let this one run for a bit. I think it's probably gonna sort itself out. Not now though, because that would be very annoying. Yeah, it works fine otherwise. Motor is definitely noisier than I think it should be. Okay, actually we can completely set this one up together because it comes with an unused USB cable, the manual, the proceedings, and the driver, not the game unfortunately, and das Land des Lächelns Schallplatte, ja! It's one of those record vinyl killer things. It's actually just a Crosley with a different brand. Avoid at all costs, but of course we're going to test it. Quality. Oh, okay, so that's all electronically controlled. That's kind of cool. So you got your start, stop. What's this then? Let's see. Oh, there's buttons with. It has a play and a stop and a. So this does absolutely nothing. And then you have stop and play. Okay. And then you have your return. And your 3 speeds. That's some shitty tracking. Does it auto return? Auto stop? It actually says here that it auto returns. It doesn't, and I don't think it ever has. No, it definitely won't. Oh no, wait, it has reject, right? Not sure why it doesn't auto return. doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna even give this one away. They are absolute horrid, but it does work. Just don't play your records on something like this. Shall I check the stylus force for a laugh? So a normal modern record player has a stylus force of somewhere between 1.5 and a maximum of 3.5 grams, and that's already on the high side. Now, if your arm tracks well, 3.5 grams is not an issue. If your arm tracks badly, and this one doesn't have any sort of tracking, 3.5 grams is a massive issue. This one maxes out the scale. It says full, that goes up to 5 grams, but you can recalibrate it with this 5 gram weight. Now it says 5. We're gonna recalibrate it. Take it off. No, yeah, actually do take it off. And now we get 2.07. This is a 7 gram stylus force. What the actual fuck? Anyway, somebody paid money for this. It's actually a bit sad. I'm just gonna take the stylus off. Which is always a bit of a hard thing to do with these. I don't know why, but apparently it's really hard to. Now the reason I'm gonna try and keep this stylus is because there will always be people who will have one of these and will need a stylus, and I'll gladly give it to them. It's just that these never come off very easily, and I've never understood why. This is not even good for a starter though. It's absolute junk. But hey, there you go. Not even a mat, it's plastic. You get the Das Land des Lächelns with it. You get this with it. You get the driver CD with it. And the manual, which has something in it. Oh, just a fold out thing. Ooh, where's the 45 RPM adapter? Didn't come with it. I have been scammed. I actually have enough USB A to B cables, so not even that I'm keeping. This is junk. The guy I got this from said, yeah, well, I'm sorry about this one. Actually, I dropped it and the arm broke. Yeah, it did, mate. It definitely did. That's broken, but shall we see if we can, bend it back in shape and tape it back together and see if we can get some sound from it. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't glue your arm back together, nor your arm or your record player arm. We have something resembling a functional arm. Okay, are you ready for this? Let's bend it into shape. Yeah, okay, the lift doesn't work because the arm's all bent, so it's still touching the record. Nothing else is wrong with this. That's actually frustrating as heck, because it's such a cool player. It even sounds good. Oh, that's so sad. I may be interrupted doing this one because I can see on my security camera there's a guy unloading my groceries. It's taking a long time though, so let's try this CD player in the meantime. It's a Philips CD380. Ooh, that drawer is not completely happy. And I can see from the shape of the hole in the drawer that has a CDM2 mechanism. Here comes the guy now. 27 tracks, that's correct. Doorbell in 3, 2, 1. He's a bit slow. Doorbell in ta. Oh, and now you've been looking at nothing for a very long time because that was a talkative dude. Nice though. I'm gonna put my stuff in the fridge now and have some food, and then maybe I'll come back today or tomorrow. I'll finish this pile anyhow. 2 days later. Yeah, it's 2 days later. I went to Amsterdam yesterday, and the day before I was like, I've done enough today. Oh, that's obviously reading. 27 it says. No surprises there. These just work, don't they? Reliable as heck. Shuffle. I shuffled it accidentally. Didn't yeah, there's your time. Perfect. And that is one beat up CD it's trying to play here. So oh, okay. It does need a new belt, I think. Yeah, it does need a new belt. But other than that, that ran really well, and it's a really messed up CD. I'm not sure if you can see, but I can't see if you can see. But that's one messed up burnt CD. So really happy it works so well. Otherwise, I'm going to give it a new belt for the drawer, and it should be good. Sun is very bright. I've got some vintage Philips here from the late 70s. This power was on. I saw some VU movement there. I did. Ooh, should have turned that down first. Whoa, this is very heavy. I don't think that's supposed to be like that at all. And that's about all it does, I think. That feels very nothingy. Let's get a tape. Maybe it wants a tape before it does anything. Philips is sometimes a bit weird like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. It just runs. Did not expect that at all. Not hearing anything though. Ooh. That's weird. Did I get something wrong? Oh. Okay, so the power amp is fine. Okay. So the problem is in the cassette deck. Clearly. Let's try if it's a dirty record switch, because very often it is. It is definitely dirty. You can see it. You can see it respond. It shouldn't be that noisy. Oh wait, it has output ports. Ah. There we are. Let me see. Phono is right here. Yeah, you get your typical phono noise, so that's good. We have tape monitoring, which is useful, and then auxiliary. Let's get some music going. These are the weirdest views out there. I already know them. They respond more to highs than to lows, which is a very strange thing. We should be recording now. We have the nice views on the amp, which I do dig. Can you even see them at all? It's so bright out. Look. No light on here, unfortunately. But we have light there. Stop. Rewind. Not great, but it did record. Getting better though. I feel like this mostly needs exercise. It's been stationary probably for a very long time because everything works otherwise. Look at how slowly this opens. Still opening. Oh, now it's still moving. Now it stopped. This definitely has been in an attic for very long and needs to wake up a bit. It will get there. So that was a lot of stuff in an IKEA rack you may have seen. We'll get to that in a bit because I also put some other stuff at the bottom of the rack. Whether it works or not, it's always cool when it's still complete. And this is a complete Philips stereo rig, CD player, amplifier, cassette deck. Now my experience is that these are pretty reliable. Let's see if I'm right about that. Amp on, speakers on. Do we get any noise? Okay, we have phono noise. It's a very early, yeah, that's belts. Of course it's belts. It's a Philips. Oh, that's not good. It's funny, if you press fast forward or rewind, doesn't matter, it will still just rotate this one. Which is definitely not what it's supposed to do. And of course it was at the end of the track, so let's try this again. Well, we got something. Anyway, that was enough of that. That was annoying. You got this. Come on. Ooh, that's not good. Oh boy. Well, let's get a disc. It doesn't even know that it should close, and this is definitely not supposed to be like that. Oh, okay, I did make it spin. It's got that wiggle it's not supposed to have. Anyway, it works now, but it doesn't read. It may just be dirty, who knows. The amplifier seems to work, so let's connect a source and see if we get any sound from this. Yep. That's all there. Other than slightly scratchy bolts and knobs, this works fine. Sounds good too, so this is fine. I'm going to check if I should give this a belt. I'm going to check if cleaning this helps. I'm actually going to do that right now. There. Quite cool as well on the inside. Very retro. Let's unplug it. It's a CDM 2. They don't go wrong that often. I should probably have ejected it first before I unplugged it. It is very dusty though. That's actually good news. Extremely dusty. Now, I don't know if this drawer uses a belt or just cogs, because something isn't working properly. And well, it's dead, Jim, so just the amp then. And that brings us to the end of yet another part of this series. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.